What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? What's up, y'all? How you guys doing? Make sure y'all tap into this live. We got another breaking story for you guys here right now. So make sure you guys tap in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wish this story weren't true, but we got a pretty legitimate source here that says it's true. So make sure you guys tap into the live. Let me know where you guys are coming in from, and we got another breaking story here for you guys here today. Let me just see this here. Let me get my source ready, and then we're gonna get into it. Just a second. Let me pull this up. Where's my Twitter? Just a second, y'all. Okay. What's up, man? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? We're gonna get it going in the next, let me say, 1 minute or so. Let me just get this stuff. He said, much love, man. Chicago. Well, yeah, this sucks, man. It really does suck, to be honest with you guys. It really, really, really does suck. It really does. It really does. Manila, Philippines in the building. Let's give it another minute or so, and we're about to get into this story here. I haven't seen anybody touch on this one here because this story's fresh out the frying pan. Let me just see if I can pull it up here. Pablo. I don't know what's up. Why is it not finding it? Let me see. I don't really know how Twitter works, but let me see. Is this it? Is this how it works? I'm not sure how this works. All right, while y'all are tapping into the live, let me see how can I get this post? No, what's his hand? Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah, while y'all are pulling up, let me just send this to myself here. And then because I want to show this to you guys here to make sure that people don't think I'm clickbaiting them. So let me just pull this up. Just give me a second here, guys. Make sure you also let me know where y'all are coming in from as we prepare to get into this breaking story here. Okay, great. Okay, guys. So we got, where's that? Portugal, great show. Shout out to Portugal. Appreciate that. DC in the building. Zeno Omega was good. Phoenix, Arizona in the building was good. Welcome in from Phoenix. Where else we got? DC. Okay, I see DC. California, Philippines. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Okay. So as you guys know, this story is beginning to grow a lot of legs. So I actually got a message from one of our viewers, the one that actually informed me about the LeBron news yesterday. And he said something about LeBron and the FBI and all that. So I couldn't find a source to legitimize that bit of information. So I just kind of let it go. So something just told me, go on NBA Central, where I saw that post yesterday that linked to The Athletic. So I go on NBA Central, guys, and what do I see on NBA Central? It has a post here, and I'm going to get to the next one with Ty Lue. It has a post here that says Kevin Garnett was reportedly among the former pro athletes who played in a private poker table organized by individuals indicted in the DOJ's Operation Royal Flush. Okay? They're calling this Operation Royal Flush. I don't know why, but maybe the pun intended and all that. So you got that. So in the midst of looking at that, I then see a post from Pablo Torre literally 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago, this post has been out for, it's been out not too long. And it says this: Clippers head coach Tyronn Lue was also in attendance at the alleged rigged April 2019 poker game in Las Vegas. Sources with direct knowledge tell Pablo Torre finds out. But sources say Lue did not play at the same table and as his good friend, Blazers head coach Tyronn Lue. This is fresh out the pot. Literally. Now, as you guys know, as somebody that covered the Clippers, Chauncey Billups, before he became the head coach of the Blazers, he was an assistant coach with the Clippers. I know that. And I'm sure some people that know general basketball or follow the Clippers know that as well. So he says somebody told on everybody. Let me just break the news down again for the new people coming into the live. We have two major updates here. Two major updates. The first one we want to share with you guys is regarding Kevin Garnett. This is from NBA Central via Pablo Torre. It says Kevin Garnett was reportedly among the former pro athletes who played in private poker games organized by individuals indicted in the DOJ's Operation Royal Flush. Now, while we get, it is wow. Shout out to, it is wow. It is wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I then see a post by Pablo Torre a few minutes ago with stating the following. This is from Pablo Torre's account. Clippers head coach Tyronn Lue was also in attendance at the alleged rigged April 2019 poker game in Las Vegas. Sources with direct knowledge tell at Pablo Torre finds out. But sources say Lue did not play at the same table as his good friend, Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups. And I also saw another post, which is something that's kind of making rounds today. It's an image. I forgot what account I saw from, where they had Chauncey Billups walking out of court wearing a Clutch Sports jacket, not jacket, sweater. I don't think that wasn't bro. Just my point of view. Given the amount of negative attention on Chauncey Billups, for him to go to court wearing a Clutch Sports hoodie, I probably think he's sending a message. He probably like, yo, if y'all don't fix this, I'm giving it up. I don't know. But I don't know why you would wear that. Like, why would you wear that? Like, that was so, like, it was just strange to me. He said, Gil told, look, guys, this doesn't have anything to do with Gil. This has nothing to do with Gil. And as a matter of fact, before we came live, I'm hearing that Gilbert Arenas is planning on suing or threatens to sue Rachel Nichols over the NBA media, this thing. So I got to watch that after this one, because I just saw that as I was prepping for you guys here. So the breaking news again, guys, the breaking news is this. For the people that are coming into the live right now, the breaking news is through Pablo Torre, and this is Pablo's account, in case people want to say I'm capping. That's his account. Look at the handle at Pablo Torre. It says, Kevin Garnett was reportedly amongst the former pro athletes who played in private poker games organized by individuals indicted in the DOJ's Operation Royal Flush, per Pablo Torre. This post was put out today. It has 1.3 million views. And then we have the recent post that just came out like 20, 30 minutes ago. And it says, oh, here it is. Okay, great. So this says, Clippers head coach Ty Lue was also in attendance at the alleged rigged April 2019 poker game in Las Vegas. Sources with direct knowledge tell Pablo finds out. But sources say Lue did not play at the same table as head coach, a good friend, Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups. It then says something else at the top. It says, get this. This came out 8 hours ago. I'm just seeing this now. Update. A number of former pro athletes play at private poker game organized by those indicted by the DOJ's in Operation Royal Flush. One of them, according to multiple sources with direct knowledge of a game that took place in 2019, was Kevin Garnett. Okay. It also says a source close to Kevin Garnett tells Pablo finds out that Garnett initially thought he was going to an after party, not a poker game, and that he chose to leave the 2019 poker game, which was in LA, early. Per sources, Garnett has not been contacted by federal authorities. So I don't know what's going on here. I'm just reporting the news to you, and that's it. Regarding Gilbert Arenas, some people have been saying Gilbert Arenas, Gilbert Arenas, Gilbert Arenas. I don't think Gil has nothing to do with this, man. I think Gil is trolling, right? I think Gil is trolling. And I spoke to Gil. Gil ain't got nothing to do with this, man. I don't think he doesn't have anything to do with this. There's probably some other stuff going on in the background, but I don't think it has anything to do with Gil. I know a lot of people feel like somebody snitched. Guys, if somebody snitched on this type of situation, I I think that this is bigger than Gil. Let's put it that way. You hear some of the mafia families that have been brought up. This is way bigger than Gilbert Arenas. Way bigger. Way big. I know it's what we would generally think. You remember when Jay-Z got into that lawsuit, and then people were like, oh, did he snitch on him? I think just a second, y'all. I think we're experiencing one of those kind of situations. I definitely don't think that it's a situation of, oh, Gilbert Arenas, what is it? Gilbert Arenas snitch. I don't think that's the case whatsoever. I don't think that's the case at all. And I've spoken to him about it, and he gave me another angle to it. But I don't think it has anything to do with Gil. That's just my take. I could be wrong, but that's just what I think. He said, so let me just go through some of the comments here. It says, this is going to wreck the league. Gil caught up with the Israel mob too. Blah, 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 blah. You being naive. Gil opened the door when he got arrested. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not ready to. I'm gonna leave that to the government to conduct the investigation, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not putting no jacket on somebody. I don't know. Cap circumvention. I find it deafening that Adam Silver hasn't made a statement on any kind since that scandal was exposed 2 days ago. Probably because the commissioner. Shout out to Tyronn. Probably because the commissioner's running with a chicken with his head cut off. Probably. Because this is unprecedented. I watched an interview today from Valuetainment with former referee Tim Donaghy. They believe it's bigger than this guy. I think it's way bigger than Gil. Gil doesn't have this kind of power. Let's not. I mean, Gil is cool, but let's not give Gil that kind of credit. I don't think it's had nothing to do with Gil. And also, if you're a content creator and you're making content, don't just go out there and start accusing people if you don't have any evidence. This is how you get yourself in trouble. If you're just commenting in the comment section, fine. But if you make content, be careful before you go out there and start saying so-and-so person did this, so-and-so person did that. Just for your own good. You don't want to get sued out here. That's all I'm saying. For your own protection. But you could do whatever you want to do. It's if you like it, I love it, whatever. So anyway, guys, so let me give you guys an update here. So for the new people coming in, we got a post here from NBA Central via Pablo Torre. And it says, this one is pertaining to Kevin Garnett. It says Kevin Garnett was reportedly amongst the former pro athletes who played in private poker games organized by individuals indicted in the DOJ's Operation Royal Flush, per Pablo Torre. Now, the Ty Lue part came in when I saw another update from Pablo Torre. Somebody just left Ty Lue. Let me just update you here. It says Clippers coach Ty Lue was also in attendance at the alleged rigged April 2019 poker game in Las Vegas. Sources with direct knowledge tell Pablo finds out. But sources say Lue did not play at the same table as his good friend, Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups. And I believe the Clippers have a game tonight. if I'm not mistaken. Let me just pull up the schedule here. Shout out to the 800 people on the. Hey, guys, let's try to get these likes up to 200 likes, guys. I would appreciate that. Yeah, the Clippers have a game today. They got a game coming on in an hour and a half. Right? They got a game coming on in an hour and a half. But right now, the government seems to have its eyes on the NBA. They seem to have, because remember, they said they arrested 34 individuals. And I think each of these counts hold 20 years? 20 years? Somebody said LeBron. I don't know. I think if LeBron was a part of it, they would already they would have got him. I don't think it has anything to do with as far as I know. As far as I know, all I'm saying is we can speculate, but don't start going out there and accusing people. I'm certainly not going to do it. People are saying Gil and Gil. You're not going to have me saying that because that's how you land yourself in a lawsuit. I'm not saying Gil. Don't ask me to say Gil. I don't know nothing about that. I spoke to him. It ain't got nothing to do with him, according to what he told me. Gil is just trolling people, right? He's just trolling people. And don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for a joke, then end up in a lawsuit. Just be very careful with that. He said Gil telling on everybody. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all ain't getting them down. Y'all ain't getting to do it. Nope. Nah, sorry. Y'all ain't landing me in a lawsuit. I'm good. He said, F them all. Sick of sick of the Bozo Honey League. Look corrupt. What else? He said, but why gambling? Why gamble in the first place? This is stupidity. I don't know, man. You got to go ask the people there. So yeah, we got that update there. And then Pablo Torre has been dropping a lot of updates on his Twitter about this, right? Like Pablo's been dropping a lot of updates. If you go to his actual personal Twitter account, he just actually said that he's the one that broke the news on Terry Rozier's arrest this morning. He said, this is Pablo. He said, I broke the news on Terry Rozier's arrest this morning and published a 72-minute investigation that foreshadowed this mess 3 months ago. It's crazy, man. It is absolutely crazy. Then we got the Ty Lue post here. This is from Pablo. A number of former pro athletes played at private poker games organized by those indicted in the DOJ's Operation Royal Flush. One of them, according to multiple sources with knowledge of the game that took place was in 2019, was Kevin Garnett. Pablo ain't playing, bro. Pablo is not playing. I'm just going through to see if he updated his page again. But he's posting a lot about Tyronn Lue. He's posting a lot about him in the last few hours. He's posting a lot about him. It's a mess. It's a mess. And the reason it's a mess is because we're now talking about active coaches and players. It's a mess. I just opened up, I think, on my Instagram, and I saw a picture of a video of CNN, and they're showing footage of Terry Rozier potentially throwing a game. Like acting like he had an injury. So this is not good. And the NBA got off to such a really hot start. And it's a shame that they now have to deal with this mess. Too Raw for TV's asking, where is the commissioner, Adam Silver? I don't know. He's probably running all over the place trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. Right? He's really trying to figure that out. They said Kevin Garnett wasn't a part of the scheme. I don't know. I don't know who they are. I'm just reporting on what I have in front of me. You would have to drop a source. He said Clutch Sports Billups. Yeah, that part really stood out to me. I like Chauncey Billups showing up to that event. Showing up to court in a Clutch Sports sweater. I don't think that was by mistake. I really don't. Why would it be a Clutch Sports a sweater that you're wearing? Why is it? He said this is a setup or being overblown. I don't know. He says, why it's always the ninjas? Why? Bro, this thing is huge, man. This is bigger than let's just put it like this. There's more information out there about this situation that you and I don't have. We don't have the information. We don't have the information, Sway. We ain't got it. Trust and believe, we ain't got it. We ain't got it. We're just following the news as it comes out. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. We're just all on the outside looking in. If you're not within that league and all that, you don't know what's going on. We're just up here speculating. He said, I think it's bigger than color. If you hear them going after the mob, how could it be about color? If they're going after the mob, how could it be about color? This ain't got nothing to do with color, bro. is big. If they're going after the mob, is the NBA ran by blacks? No, it's not. It employs a lot of black players. It ain't ran by blacks. Go look at the team owners. This ain't no color thing. Trust and believe. This is bigger than color. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish ultimately, but this is bigger than color. It's way bigger than that. It's way bigger than that. That's just my opinion on it. The league is 75% black as the players. The wealth is held in the ownership. In the players, yes, but I think it's bigger than color. That's just my opinion on it. Because they're also going after the mob. So that's just me. Exactly. The black YouTube slander by blacks. The black YouTube slander by blacks needs to stop. He said there were 30 arrests, not all black. I heard 34. So that's what I heard. People want to bring LeBron into it. I have no proof on that. All I heard about LeBron was what I heard yesterday. What I heard about LeBron is all I heard about what I heard yesterday. And trust me, the last person's name you want to hear come out is LeBron James. Trust me, we don't want to hear LeBron's name. Trust me. That's the last person we want to hear. Because it would be too devastating. It would be too devastating. So I think that's the last person. Because if you hear LeBron's name, it's over. Like they're going, bro. LeBron? Nah, bro. This is a serious case, bro. This makes that Gilbert Arenas case look like a joke. This is a serious case. You're talking about counts of like 20 years per count. 20 years. This ain't no joke, daddy. This ain't no joke. And I know people have made the joke. Everybody gonna be snitching left and right. I saw a clip today from Mace. He's like, he said in the last 7 months or whatever, he's seen more snitching in the last 7 months than he's seen in his entire life. He said, what if Gil I don't, bro, all right. Okay. From what I heard, some of the people were cheated at the table. If Gil wasn't there, which he wasn't, could it also be maybe the people that were at the table that told? Could it be that too? Could it be a possibility that the people at the table who got cheated told? Have y'all thought about that? Everybody's so quick to run on Gil. Have we thought about that? Have we thought about that? What about the people that lost money? Maybe they got salty and they told. He said, like, who? That's why we're waiting for the investigation. That's why we're waiting. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just reporting the news. Let me report it once more time. I don't have the information, guys. I'm just I know as much as what you guys know. I'm just reporting what I just heard. All right, so let me share what I just got here for you guys. For the new people coming into the live. Let me share what I got. All right, let me share what I got. So we got a post here from NBA Central. Okay, now we got another update that just came out. Okay, I'm not really good at reading Twitter. I don't be on Twitter like that, but let me read this update. So this is the first part of it that we just saw that came out a few hours ago. It says Kevin Garnett was reportedly amongst the former pro athletes who played in private poker games organized by individuals indicted in the DOJ's Operation Royal Flush per Pablo Torre. This is all being reported by Pablo Torre. Okay. Then we got another update from Pablo today as well, where they brought in head coach Tyronn Lue. It says Clippers coach Ty Lue was also in attendance at the alleged rigged April 2019 poker game in Las Vegas. Sources with direct knowledge to tell Pablo Torre finds out. But sources say Lue did not play at the same table as his good friend, Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups. And this post just came out about an hour ago. So this is where we are. It's bad. And I just hope it doesn't get worse. Right? Because these are some big names. These are some big names. The names we heard before yesterday were like Terry Rozier is known, but he's like a role player. Then we heard Chauncey Billups, and he was like an NBA MVP, right? That's big. But now you start hearing names like the Kevin Garnetts. Now you're stepping it up to a whole nother echelon. Now you're in a different, then you're talking about active coaches. Now you're like in a whole nother echelon. He said Adam Silver has to get, no, I think the commissioner is going to put out a statement. But so much information is coming out so fast. And then Pablo Torres just dropping one report after the other. Don't forget, Pablo's the one that also brought up the thing with the aspiration in the Clippers. So now it must be coming from all angles. All angles. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. This situation. It's nuts. Then he just put out another post. Now Pablo's responding to people criticizing him. Let me read this post for y'all. This just came out 37 minutes ago. We've been live for 26, so basically 10 minutes before we went live. He wrote this in response to somebody. Why report guys who were in attendance if they weren't or aren't under investigation? This leads to stupid people assuming some sort of nefarious guilt by affiliation. Stop being a reason why folks hate the media. Pablo then responds, my job is to obey. Isn't to obey the federal investigation or do PR for the NBA. My job is to tell the story of what these games were actually like. Good God. Good God. Goodness gracious. Yes. That's a good point. By Too Raw. Yes, it does look bad that they look bad for conducting an investigation on Terry Rozier, clearing him of no wrongdoing, and then the federal government steps in and says, no, there is wrongdoing. So it makes it look like, bro, it's a mess. And there's no running from this story. You're going to have to talk about it. All I'm saying is, if you're a content creator watching this show and you're making stuff about, you better have a source, a verified source, or you better not go out there and slander people's name. If you don't have any proof, don't start slandering. Don't follow people and let people lead you into the poverty house. Because if they sue your ass, and all of these people in the comments ain't going to help you. So just be careful. It said, didn't Billups get released? Yeah, he got released on bail. On bond, bail, whatever. But they seized his passport. Yes. So maybe Terry knows a lot of, maybe the rabbit hole is deeper. Maybe more people are involved. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. And I think the NBA is probably scrambling to try to get this thing under wraps, because it's really, the timing of this is crazy. Why am I saying that? The NBA is entering into a new era. A new era. You have all of these media partners. You just signed a $77 billion deal over the next 10 years, thereabout. You got Michael Jordan making a return with NBC. You got opening night. You got Wemby and all of these guys putting on a show. It was a feel-good moment. And in the heat of the night, after opening night, the very next night, this comes out at 6 a.m. in the morning. And this ain't like those feds that went to go get Diddy and all they had to show was baby oil. Like as if that was supposed to be sending you to jail. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. These guys look like they're serious about what they're doing. They look pretty damn serious. Now, I know Stephen A. Smith made a show earlier today. No, yesterday. We reacted to it of Stephen A. Smith saying that, the president is out to get the NBA, blah, 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 blah. And later on in the day, I thought about a point that I noticed somebody mentioned in the comment, which was, how could the president been the one behind this when this investigation started in 2019, right? Some people push back on that. Now, it's also important to say, I'm not talking about the president. I'm just saying that another way to kind of think of it is you can start an investigation today, like October 25th, and find out that something has been going on for years, even though you started now. So it could also be that you can now go backwards and start tracing your steps backward. I'm not saying that's what the president did. I'm just giving you that could be like a counter argument, right? So anyway, it's a mess, man. You can find out something that's been happening years ago, even if you start investigating now, right? So you can figure that out. You can figure that stuff out. So, he said it's open season on black entertainers. Well, I ain't got nothing to say, bro, because a lot of these black entertainers that people want to cry about, it be the same black people that be pushing for them to go into the jail. So you ain't gonna hear nothing from me. You ain't gonna hear no black man nonsense from me. You're not gonna hear it from me, because there was a lot of black people that were happy, bro. When that Diddy case came out, everybody and their grandmother, what about Jay-Z? Black people. Jay-Z. Oh, what about Jay-Z? Won't Jay-Z be next? Then that ridiculous lawsuit came out, and everybody was ready to put him in the jail. So I'm not interested in that black people talk. I'm really not. I'm really not. Like we can move on with that shit. We can just move on with it, because people were salivating at the mouth to see two billionaires go down. They were ready, and they were looking for more to go with them. Who's next? So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. They already, the minute that lawsuit came out after Jay-Z, the moment it came out, oh, he did it. Oh, Jay-Z did it. Oh, Jay-Z did it. They were salivating. So don't get me involved with that stuff. If you were laughing at 50 Cent making posts about Diddy and all of that, you ain't really for the black stuff that you talking. You just for the black people that you like. That's all. You name 10 toes down on black people. You for the black people you like. And let's leave it at that. Don't get me involved in the black stuff and all, because black people were happy to see Diddy go to jail, and they were also happy to see if Jay-Z could go too. They were even people talking about Beyonce was there and this, and you remember them. What is it? What do they call them? Suspect. What do they say? B or something like that. I forgot the lawsuit. They were so happy. Beyonce did it too. They were so happy about it. Oh, let Beyonce go too. Yeah. So I don't want to hear nothing about no black stuff, man. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. People were celebrating the moment that came out. And the only people I remember pushing back on it, one of the few people was 78 Sports TV. 78 Sports TV was looking at people like, yo, why are y'all so happy about it? The minute they said Jay-Z, people, Jay-Z did it too. They were so happy. So, bro, I'm not doing that black stuff. Leave it to some black people. They'll push you right in, man. Because the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of haters out there. Like, there's just a lot of haters. And if they can see somebody that's extremely successful at that level, let them go. Let them go. Especially if you don't like them. But I think this is bigger than color. This is just my opinion. Now, some people brought up the question is, why don't they put the pictures of the mob on the ticker, the pictures of the mob members, right? Why don't they put it on the thing? Okay. Who's going to do it? Who? Who's supposed to be doing it? Who? Bro, we're talking about the mob. We talking about the mob. Has it ever crossed your mind that them people are afraid? Let's not be naive here, bro. Let's not be naive. Like, let's not be naive. Like, let's knock it off. Like, we live on Earth, bro. Let's knock it off. We know that there's certain people you mess with and there's certain people you don't mess with. We know that. And they're not one of them. They're not. I lived in Italy. It's real. It's real, real, real. It's real. People just gonna act like they don't see if they don't even see them. They're gonna act like as if they don't even see them. They don't want those problems. Leave the gun, take the cannolis. He said, so you scared of Italians and bro, I don't have time for this. I don't have time to behave to pretend the Rambo talk, man. Let's knock it off with this Rambo talk, bro. Let's knock it off. Nobody in this chat is Rambo. Let's just knock it off. If you were as thugged out as you are, you wouldn't be watching me on this live, bro. Let's just knock it off with the Rambo talk and this on the Terminator talk. Let's knock it off, bro. They're tough people in this world, dangerous people, and we're not them. Let's just knock it off. Let's just knock it off. Please, let's stop. It's okay. We can all just enjoy the show and talk about what's going on. We're not like nobody's doing nothing, bro. I used to live. You want to know some dangerous people? You want to know some dangerous people? People you will never see on the show, bro. They're people like, let's just knock it off. Please, let's knock it off. I done seen some dangerous. When we talk about dangerous, I'm not talking about somebody walking around with a burn on them. They'll no, bro. We're talking about seriously dangerous people here. Seriously dangerous people. I was working in a hotel back in 2018 in my uncle's spot as a receptionist, trying to learn the business. And a group of guys came in. This is in Lagos, Nigeria. So all of this, were you scared, bro? Let's knock it off, please. Let's knock it off. I was working there, and these dudes kept on pulling up to the hotel in like these kind of like army kind of trucks almost. Okay. White dudes, black dudes. And you see these guys, and one of them was staying in the hotel because he was staying there. And I remember even talking to him about his room key. When you see this guy's face and his energy, it's almost like as if you talking to one of those dudes from like Mission Impossible or something. He will come there. He will arrive. If you see the group of guys that he came with, these don't look like your regular Joes walking down the street, bro. So I later on had to go ask my dad, I'm like, yo, who are these people? And he told me that these guys are oil bunkeries. Do you know what oil bunkeries are? Those guys? They're the guys that steal oil. That go inside the bush and steal crude oil. Those are tough guys. Let's knock it off. This is what leads people to their grave too soon. Everybody believes they're Rambo. This is the problem. Everybody believes they're Rambo, and we all got to prove it. Oh, why don't you scared of the mafia? Bro, you want problems with the mafia? I'm confused. Let's just knock it off already with this tough guy talk. I'm not trying to be a tough guy. That's not my calling in life. I'll leave it to those that excel in it. Are you scared of the mafia? Yes. 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 And honest people in the comment section would say yes too. Those still trying to play as Rambo, they're going to say no because they Rambo. I'm talking about the mafia. Y'all are making it acting like we talking about a clique in high school. Or some dudes on a block. The mob. You talking about? Oh, yes, I am. I am. Yes, I am. I'm afraid of the mob. Yes. Anyway, I'm not saying LeBron is guilty in any scandal, but if he comes back hella early from the injury, it's going to be suspicious to me. Bro, LeBron probably trying to figure out his own situation right now. LeBron trying to figure out his own situation. LeBron's like, should I come back? Should I not come back? It's looking pretty hot over there, bro. If I come back, they might start asking me questions. I might just want to lay low. LeBron may just want to lay low for the whole season, bro, and just lay low. He said Rambo's so dated. Bro, there was a true story. If there are any Italians in this live, I don't know, put a one in the chat. If there are any Italians in this live. If there are any Italians in this live, put a one in the chat. There was a story, because I've been to Naples before. And you know, Naples is very dangerous, right? Naples is very, very dangerous. And when you start going into Sicily, that's where you have La Camorra and all of them, right? They're real people. Bro, one day, I kid you not, my best friend Marco was telling me about a story about like an investigator or police investigator that was investigating the mob. I forgot the guy's name. He told him to me. And he said the mob wanted this guy so bad. I forgot the name, the name of the guy. They blew up an entire bridge. And I think they got him on a bridge. For maybe the Italians in the chat will let me know. I don't remember the story. They blew up an entire bridge just to get one person. Just to get one person. I forgot the story. If I ask him tomorrow, he'll tell me. He said, Cap, there you go. If he was up right now, I'll text him. He'll tell me the name. In the club, exactly. But I'm going to get on live and try to pretend like as if I'm Tom Cruise to prove that I'm, no, bro, I don't want no problems with them. You can have it, though. Let me know how that goes, how that works out for you. Let me know how that works out for you. We're talking about the mob, and I'm going to, like, what am I going to do? I forgot the story, who it is. That's like asking me, are you afraid of the Mexican cartel? And I'm supposed to stand up here and say, oh, yeah, I'm tough, man. I got him. I got him. Come on, man. Anyway, so let's get back to this post here, guys. So if you got to fight, don't call Charles. I'll fight with you if I'm with you. Don't call me to come fight with you. If I'm with you, we gonna scrap. But don't be calling me. That's all I'm saying. Don't call me, because I sure ain't gonna call your ass. So don't call me. Anyway, I remember the time I got it. Like I had this issue when I was a kid in the Bronx. And like this kid, like he looked like he wanted. So I go to school the next day. I call like 3 or 4 of my friends to go meet this dude, because he always be with people. I get over there. He like, oh, you came to jump me? I'm like, no, I didn't come to jump you, bro. But anyway, that's a different story. Anyway, let me get to this story here, man. All right, so Kevin Garnett was reportedly amongst the former pro athletes who played in private poker games organized by individuals indicted in the DOJ's Operation Royal Flush, per Pablo Torre. Then Pablo dropped another post about an hour or so ago saying, Clippers head coach Tyronn Lue was also in attendance at the alleged rigged April 2019 poker game in Los Angeles. Sources with direct knowledge tell Pablo Torre. But sources say Lue did not play at the same table as his good friend Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups. So these are the two names that we're hearing now. If you go to Pablo's actual page, you will hear him go into further detail. Like Kevin Garnett said, it has nothing to do with him. In this one, they said Ty Lue wasn't at the table. So for me, I'm just sitting back now like the rest of you watching what other names are going to come out. Right? Because now they're naming some known people. Nah, bro, don't involve me, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Bro, the streets, bro, the guys that live to tell the story, sometimes they ran, bro. So trust me. Please, please. Don't get me involved in nah. He said Dreamers Pro. You might be talking about the Capaci bombing Falcon. I don't remember the story. My best friend Marco, he's Italian. He's told me the story like 3-4 times. And his family's from the South. I don't know if they're from Calabria. No, not maybe Calabria. I forgot where his family's from the South. It's a known story in Italy. Why would I come up here and make it up? Like, why would I make it up? Why would I make something like that up? Like, why would I make something like that up? It's like I have no. What am I gaining from that? Yes, just because your name doesn't mean you're doing anything illegal. Yes, correct. I'm just saying what Pablo Torre is saying. I'm not saying that anybody has done anything. He said Marco lied to me. Oh my God, bro. Gee. All right, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Let me see. Italian lawyer, mob. No. Mafia blows up bridge. What's the story? Giovanni Falcone. No. Via the Amelio bombing, third time Sicilian Mafia, who took place in Palermo, and Sicily bombing. Let me just see. God, I'm tired of people telling like making this up. Bomb and terrorist attack which took place in Palermo. 5 members of the police escort member were killed. They also, I'll let me see. It's a true story, so I ain't got to be up here making this stuff up. You just go Google it yourself. Police escort. It's a true story. I just don't remember the details of it. It's a true story, but I don't remember the details of it. Anyway, yeah. He said, I think Gil is the guy in his back pocket. He said Italians don't play, they ruthless. There's only people that don't know. Don't let Paul Pierce fool you. Don't let Paul Pierce fool you. Don't let Paul Pierce fool you talking about, oh, them Euros is soft. Bro, don't let them niggas fool you. Don't let them fool you. Paul Pierce and them talking about basketball players, bro. Basketball players. Don't go over there listening to Paul Pierce's story or Kevin Garnett's story, going over there thinking shit is sweet. That's all I'm going to tell you. You do that, you're going to find out. Don't listen to Paul Pierce and those guys tell you fanciful stories. You listen to Paul Pierce talk about issues that took place on a basketball court, and you're going to take that knowledge and go to these countries and feel like, oh, everybody over here is soft. Okay. He said the mafia ain't bleak. We all got to go one day. Yeah, well, yes, we all do. What else? Charles, you know how to survive in these streets. Sometimes you got to mind your business. Bro, you got to mind your business. Shout out to my friend Andrew out there in Flatbush. You know, my friends I went to high school with. He always used to tell me when I was in like high school with him, you see 2 people arguing or something going over there, he'd be like, yo, mind your business. And I had to learn that. Mind your business. Mind your business. I used to live in Yonkers. My barbershop was in one of the roughest places in Yonkers. I forgot the area. It's been so long. Literally, I would go to the barbershop, sit down, shut my mouth, get my hair cut, go back to the bus stop, shut my mouth, I'm listening to my music, and I'm minding my business. And I had no problems with nobody. But if you go over to Yonkers, for example, or any other hood, thinking you the illest in okay, I'm gonna leave it to y'all. Yeah, Yonkers. You heard what 50 Cent said? Something is bonkers, and all the other artists, they come from Yonkers. Yo, Yonkers is the place too, bro. Yonkers is, forget about it. Yonkers is just forget about that place. Troubles always begins at the barbershop. Nah, bro, I just be minding my business. I would literally mind my business. I just sit down. Like that time I was like in high school. So you just mind your business. You get your hair cut, say what up, say one or two things. You don't know nobody there. I'm not saying nothing to nobody because I don't know nobody over here. Cut my hair, go back to the bus stop, wait for my bus to show up, and I'm out. And I'm going to go home. The only borough I went to where they almost slimed me for no damn reason was Brooklyn. The Bronx, they got their stuff too, but Brooklyn is the only place. I forgot what bus stop I was at, what train stop I was at. My friend told me, he said, when you get to the train station, because I think, yeah, he told me where to get off at the train. So I get off at the train station. He told me, he said, wait for me here and I'm going to come pick you up. So I'm going to go spend the weekend at his house, which means what? I'm there with like a bag, you know, like them gym bags, not a book bag, but like a gym bag. That's kind of like big, like what when you go play football, like soccer, the big bag. My bag, I'm standing in the corner now with my bag. I put my bag on the ground. I don't know nobody in this area. Nobody. I'm standing there. I'm waiting for this dude to show up. People are coming off the train. I'm just standing there on the corner. Like 3 dudes came out of the steps to go outside. They go around the block. Then, of course, because we in Brooklyn. One of them pokes his head back around the corner. One of them that was with the group of like 3 or 4. He pokes his head back around the corner. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. I'm about to get jumped for no reason. For no good reason, I'm about to get jumped. The dude pokes his head around the corner. He looks at me. Then he pokes his head back and just keeps walking. I'm like, thank you, God. Like, it's just ridiculous to get jumped like this. Andrew pulls up. I forgot his exact neighborhood. I forgot his projects. He pulls up. We're walking to his block. We're walking down the block like this. His house, you got to walk past. Anybody that been in New York, you know. There's always somebody on the damn block. And they all know that you not from there somehow. You ain't never seen these people a day in your life, and they can look at you and know that you're not from here. Out of the thousands of people walking around, they're able to spot somebody that has never stepped foot here. I'm walking with him. He says to me, bro, do not walk in front of me. Do not walk behind me. Walk right next to me. As we walking up to this pack of wolves, these pack of hyenas, one of them looking dead at me. And he not even looking at Andrew. He looking dead at me. He go, yeah, what up? He go, be like, yo, that's your man? Be like, yeah, that's my man, whatever. I'm like, I'm never coming to this dude's house again. That's literally what I said to myself. So, but I forgot what part of Brooklyn Andrew stayed at. Shout out to Andrew, man. Shout out to him. That's Brooklyn for you, man. That's Brooklyn. What else you got? I hate bullies too, bro. Facts. I know how it go. You ain't from facts. Facts. How they always know you're not from it, bro? I don't know. How do y'all be knowing? Now, I'm sure out there in some other parts of the United States is worse, like LA. I think LA, I've only been to LA one time, but in LA, I heard it's a different thing. I heard in LA, they even go a step further. Because they'd be like, yo, like what they be saying, like, yo, where you from or something like that. And if you say the wrong thing, you can't even wear a hat over there. I'm like, yo, man. I don't even know what to wear next time I go to LA, bro. Like, what do you wear? What do you wear when you go to LA? You just gotta wear you can't even wear blue jeans. What you gotta wear? Like an all white suit? What you gotta wear when you go to LA, bro? I don't know. We got some people out here. I'm sure we got some people in the chat from neutral. What are neutral colors? What are neutral color? Maybe just like all black. LA is just something else, man. LA is just something else, bro. That place, man. That place. They say They say, what's that you claiming? That's what it is. What's that you claiming? That's what it is, man. That's what it is. Anyway, man. Yeah, so that's the update, guys. I done told y'all enough of my stories, my former stories. I think we pretty much got everything. Let me read through some of these comments. Yeah, I heard New Orleans too, man. New Orleans, I know, man. Everywhere has their places, man. Everywhere has their places. Let me just read through some of these comments here before I let y'all go. That's why I had nervous. Yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything, man. He said they be wilding. Yeah, they be wilding everywhere, bro. They be wilding everywhere. Purple is Grape Street. Watts can't wear that. Purple is Grape Street. You see, I don't even know all of that, man. I don't even know what that be. I saw a video online with the game, and I forgot the other rapper, like what hats not to wear. And I'm like, yo, bro, man. Like in New York, if you wear a fitted hat, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. You can rock a New York. I'm like, I'm even finding out a New York fitted is not New York. In like New York doesn't mean NY. It means something else. I was like, what? You can't even wear New York fitted? Yes, neighborhood. Bro, I'm like, yo, we can't even wear a fitted. No, I'm like, nah, man. LA, y'all on a different level, bro. He said, LA, they don't bang. No, they don't. LA don't bang colors no more. It's the hats that matter. You see? You see? Anyway, guys, man, appreciate you guys for being a part of the live, man. We'll keep you guys updated. You guys have a nice evening, man. We're going to catch y'all later. Y'all have a good one. I'm out. Have a good one.